Let me take you back to the end of spring 2017. Emma was out in Maybole, walking her dog, when Colin passed her in his car. And it's fair to say that Colin liked what he saw. He then contacted his cousin Gavin to see if he knew who she was. And Gavin did, and then gave Colin her Snapchat. Colin then messaged Emma, and he then wanted to get to know her. But Emma was initially reluctant. But Colin worked on her, and a month later, Colin asked her out for the first date, and she agreed. Their first date was in May 2017. Colin went round and picked her up. He then took her for a drive around there. Then down to McDonald's. Emma had her favourite meal, and none of you are guessing what that is. Look at her, she likes a double, triple cheeseburgers. When she dropped her off, they shared their last ever first kiss. They then saw each other pretty much every night. Around the 27th of July, they decided that they were now official. There was no conversation, it just naturally happened. On the 12th of July 2019, they got their keys to their first house in Maybole, and they moved in on the 10th of October 2019. On the 4th of March 2021, 2 became 3. Now do not worry, you have not missed any announcements. Their fur baby Jet the cockapoo joined the family. In April 2022, Colin was thinking about proposing. So he then had to think about what type of ring she would like, as they hadn't also discussed that. He got advice from Shelley and Abby Ree Rings, which he then bought online. It arrived mid-May, and he then hid it at the back of his drawers, his actual drawers, not his drawers. So Emma would not find it. On the 25th of May 2022, our couple flew out from Prestwick to Mallorca, and Colin hid the ring in his sock in the suitcase, which was then put in the hold. They had a planned itinerary for their holiday, and on the 30th of May 2022, they had planned a nice meal in a lovely restaurant. So that was it. Colin then decided that was going to be the day. On the 30th of May 2022, they had that lovely meal, and then walked up and down the beach, and then up and down the beach again. And Emma was beginning to wonder why they were walking so much on this beach. But what she didn't know was Colin was waiting for the perfect moment when it was not too busy. Then Colin, who was behind Emma, dropped to one knee, open ring box in hand, revealing a sparkling engagement ring. And he said the immortal line, "Will you marry me?" And Emma had a wee moment of silence before she said yes.
Casting shadows, the world's spinning around again. We all know, but we all pretend. Earth spinning round again. Blood pumping round again. You said your name was Billy Joel, but you didn't know how to play the piano. Your feet soft on the beaten road, but you kept on traveling to the so-called unknown. High To realign is all you want, but your blood started pumping and your heart nearly choked. Who is your heart